What's up guys, it's Dev here, and in this video I'm going to be showing my 7-day progression from console to PC. It was really fun doing this video because it kind of brought me back to the old Fortnite where you like started out as a bot and you learn how to play. In this video I'm not turning from a bot into like the next booger like I'm playing in the World Cup. I'm still a bot, but I have learned a few things. I'm just going to show you my progression. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Subscribe if you're new here. I know I have been gaining a lot of subscribers, but I haven't been uploading. I do apologize for that. I have been working and I have been playing a lot of Save the World, but now that I'm done on Save the World, I'm coming back to Battle Royale and Creative, so I should be putting out some new videos in the coming weeks. But let me just show you my settings I've been using. These are the settings I have been using for my video. Usually everybody put everything on low, but I don't like the way that looks. It's ugly to me, so I put it on medium. But if I was to play arena or something, I want to get the best FPS, I will put it on low. Also, these are the settings the keybinds I've been using. I like them. I've been switching it up. Like from day 1 to day 7, I changed up the keybinds a lot to fit things that I want. If you guys have any recommendations or you think I should change something that would probably better help, please let me know in the comments below. But let's get into it. Alright guys, so pretty much for day 1 it was just a learning day for me. I was getting used to my hand placement on the keyboard, which is something I still have to work with. That's like one of the main things if you ever switch into console, to PC and keyboard and mouse. I recommend working on your hand placement because I haven't played a keyboard and mouse game for quite a while. Like when I was a kid, maybe like I used to play like cool math games, but those weren't like serious games where you really needed to press a lot of buttons. That's one thing you want to work on. But as you can see, my editing is terrible. I was just using the basics keybinds that I got from online. I think I got it from Jarian, and it was pretty good for someone just learning how to play. But I would recommend changing it up because you do have to press what's comfortable for you. Everybody don't have the same hands. Like with me, if I'm pressing WASD, I have my hands on that. I can't really reach for H, so I wouldn't put a good keybind on that. So it's pretty much you need optimal keybinds. I believe that's what they call it. It's just so everything is close. But then I wanted to work on my aim. At first when I was doing this, I was like, aiming is not even that hard. But I'm telling you, when you get to actually like shooting at enemies that are moving or jumping around, it's extremely hard. Aiming is not easy on keyboard and mouse. Coming from controller where you have aim assist, it's a big difference. As you can see right here, this is another thing. When it comes to aiming on PC, you have to move your mouse, but you can't spin infinitely. You have to pick your mouse and place it back and then spin again. So that's kind of hard to get used to. You have to get used to that as well. A lot of people think keyboard and mouse is just some simple thing. It's not that simple. But here's day 2. This is when I have changed up my keybinds a little bit. I changed my sensitivity, so you see I'm moving a little faster. I was getting a little ahead of myself. I feel like I was flicking too much. As you can see, like I'm just flicking my mouse. Don't do that. You want to take your time with this. Like you see, I'm making mistakes. But for overall, I still was doing a lot better. On day 2, I was getting the hang of it. Changed up my editing aim sensitivity, and it was pretty good. This actually was pretty hard on day 1, so that's why I didn't record it. It took me about 3-4 minutes just to do this. But now, as you can see, I'm still messing up a little bit, but it's a lot easier. Especially with scroll wheel reset, that's like freaking cheating on PC. I'm surprised like that's still in the game, and they haven't taken that out for a long time ago because it's like instantly. You don't have to press 3 buttons like on console. You just scroll your wheel, and it's instantly resets. That's pretty crazy. I also use it for picking up weapons, so I pick up weapons a lot faster. But yeah, as you can see, I'm getting a little better. It's not nothing crazy. My edit down is a little better. As you can see, I messed up right here, but once I get a hang of it, you'll see. If you switch into to keyboard and mouse, I would recommend not focusing on editing because that's like one of the fastest things to get down. As you can see, look, like this is only from day 2. It's not like super fast, but still. I completed it in under 3 minutes. Before it took me about 6 minutes to do that. I also wanted to focus on my tracking, and it's pretty good, mainly because I know which direction he's going in. But when it's like you don't know where they're going, it's a lot harder to track them, as you're gonna see in a couple days. I think it's day 4. But I wanted to work on my tracking, and that's like the 4 things I was mainly trying to hit was building, editing, AR aim, or just shoot aim in general, and then movement, because movement is like a big thing. That's probably like the #1 thing I feel like everyone should focus on when they're playing this. And day 2, this is my building. My building is, it was okay from day 1. It's pretty much the same thing, but I was doing it a lot better. And day 1 I was kind of messing up, but it's like, as you can see, it's still the same. It's not like nothing crazy. I'm still learning. I can't use 90s with a floor. Day 3 and 4 I had to combine because I had work and I was only able to really practice for about an hour. That's another thing. I wasn't able, in these games, I wasn't able to practice all day because I do work. So I was only really getting about an hour to 2 hours every day to practice. So it's like, it's not even a full 7 days, more like 3-day progression. Split out into 7 days. I only got like 2 days where I got to practice over 2 hours. But as you can see, I was doing ramp rushes, just trying new things, just trying out anything. Oh, this is something you practice in like season 4, season 5, back in chapter 1. But as you can see, my editing is getting a lot better. See, it's a lot smoother. Same thing right here. When you're editing stairs like this, you can't just hold W. You have to hold W and A so you can run to the left and then look to the right so you can stay. As you can see, I was getting really good with editing on day 3. That's why I say don't focus on editing, because it's like, it's something you gotta easily do. Especially scroll or reset. It's like one button. That's it. But that's pretty much it for day 3 and 4. It's just I was focusing on editing. The same thing from days 1 and 2, but I got a little better with it. And as you can see on my day 3, I also was doing 90s with no floor still. This is my triple edits. It still needs work, but it's getting up there. I couldn't really triple edit on controller just because of playing on console is like pretty laggy with the 60 hertz frame. Now I'm playing on 165 hertz. But this is day 5. I switched it up. I wanted to play a movement course. I got this from Engineering, so shout out to him. It's not his course. I believe it's Cool's course. I forgot his name. I can't see it because it's blurry from when I'm watching, but you'll be able to see it. The code is right up there. This is a really good course. Pretty much just you're using the movement. That's pretty much what you're using, the movement key, which is WASD. I wasn't really using S, which is backing up. That's one thing I have to focus on a lot. I want to practice that and get better with that. But movement is like the #1 thing you want to work with. That's the #1 thing you want to work on, guys. I'm telling you. Don't worry about your aim and your editing. That's gonna just come naturally. But movement is something you really want to focus on because it can make or break your game, you know. But this is pretty much the movement course. You just come up, jump. I missed it, but I was still working and learning. And that's pretty much it for the movement. It's just different courses. And then I'll try either skip this or just let this run through. It's not really that long. This is a really good course though. There's many movement courses out there, but I think this one is the first one, or like one of the best ones, just to help. As you can see, like, it's pretty simple. Like if you're an advanced player, I wouldn't really recommend this because it's pretty simple. But if you're someone that's just you either switching from console to PC, I would definitely play this. It does help. Like this is something simple that I can normally do, but on here I couldn't do it. So you have to jump up and reset it. You're supposed to jump up and actually place the floor, but it ended up going above my head, so I just had to reset it. But as you can see, my 90s, they got way better. It's still no floor, but it is faster, and it's way faster than day 1 and day 2. And then I also worked on my aim. This is still day 5. Day 5, I didn't do any building or editing. I just wanted to focus on my movement and my aiming. And I used the Tito's course. I always used this course back in the day when I was on controller on my consoles. Like right here is what I was talking about. Like you see, I'm struggling just to even hit the target because he's moving and I don't know which way he's moving. This is something you really want to work on. This is something I would advise everybody work on, their movement. Because it's pretty hard to aim. Everybody thinks it's aiming. It's easy. You also get bloom, extra bloom on console, on PC, which is kind of weird. On keyboard and mouse, I guess to level the playing field. But yeah, you get bloom, you get recoil. Well, you always get bloom, but you get more bloom, I feel like, and you get more recoil. I never even experienced recoil on console, but this is like a little course where you just work on your flick shots. I'm not really flicking, but I am doing it better. I'm hitting targets. Because when I first ran through this, I was missing, so I didn't record that. This is like the 3rd time I went through it where I actually hit a couple of decent targets. But that was pretty much it for day 5. Now day 6, I started using floors with my 90s, as you can see right here. I missed the floor for the second one, but I ended up getting it down. I still can't do double or triple 90s. That's also something I want to work on because of the mouse. I don't know how to move it where I think you have to do like a full circle. I don't know. If you're somebody that plays on keyboard and mouse and you have any recommendations or any tips for me, please help me. I do want to work and keep playing on keyboard and mouse because when I first switched over, I wasn't really planning on playing keyboard and mouse, but I ended up liking it, and I do want to get better. As you can see, my editing, look at it, it's really good. I could not do this on console. It was just too slow. It wasn't like I couldn't do it physically, it's just the game was holding it back for me, and the timing I wasn't getting right. This is also something on console I probably would do like maybe 4 or 5, but I wouldn't be able to keep it doing it like this, straight running through and just hitting everything constantly clean. Yeah, I messed up a couple times, but same thing here. This is something I could do on console, no problem, but not this fast. As you can see, I'm doing it really, really good. And that's pretty much it. Now for day 7, I decided to jump in the game, actually get in the game and try. Good thing I got into a bot lobby, so it's like I think I killed like 3 bots. And you're not really in the game unless you flex your reset, especially on console. I mean on PC. Scroll where reset is like freaking cheating. But I jump into a game. I think the first 2 or 3 people I kill are bots, and I still almost die. That's the funny part, because when you're in a game, it's so much different from creative. In creative, you have no pressure on you. But when you're in the game, as you can see right here, I almost died to a bot because I missed my shot twice. As you can see, look, I shoot miss. I literally almost died to a bot with a pistol. That's crazy. But I still got the kill. And then it was this one, I believe, was also a bot. I heard him like searching stuff, so I wasn't sure. But like the way he moved, kind of felt body. But it could have just been a regular player, a bad player. These are the lobbies I prefer to get into. Cause right now, if I get into games, I'm just playing against people building, and that's not really gonna help me. So I recommend getting into a game. Don't sit in creative all day, every day, because yeah, it helps, but you're not really playing against real players. You want to get into a game, and I'm pretty sure this was a bot as well. As you can see, I'm moving like a bot myself, but I still secured the kill. So we 3 kills in, and right here is where I start running into real players, and this is where I start kind of like messing up. As you can see right here, I triple dinked this kid, 2 shots in the head, 1 shot to the body, so I was feeling great. And then watch what's gonna come up. This is what I'm talking about with the recoil and the bloom, how bad it is. It's never been like this on console, on a PC. I mean on a console controller. Look, watch this. Like my crosshair is on his body. And I only hit him 2 times. Look, I'll even slow it down for you. Look at this. It's on his body, and I only hit him twice. But right here, I started. Look how much of a bot I am. I thought it was grenades, and I'm throwing him my minis. That's because I pressed the wrong button. I kind of want to work on that as well. I see a lot of people use the buttons for the numbers to change their weapons, but I don't really like that. But yeah, I got hit by a car, and I started panic building, and I completely forgot like how to build. This is why I say get into a game. You want to practice, because I literally just lost track how to play anything. So I was like, you know what? I got this kill. That was a real play, but he was pretty much 1 shot, 3 kills. And then right here, I'm pretty much just running around because everybody's driving cars. So I would probably advise playing into creative, so you don't have to worry about the cars when you're first learning. But right here, I just started panicking, so I just started panic building. Couldn't go anywhere because the tree was in the way, so I was like, whatever, I'll just pop this big shield. But that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any advice for me, please give me advice. I do want to get better. I don't really get to practice much though because of work, but I do end up dying here because I couldn't find a kid, and then he ended up killing me with the pistol. As you can see, it's coming up right here. Yeah, I just miss every shot. I feel like my sensitivity is too high. That's another thing. On keyboard and mouse, you don't get a built-in sensitivity, so you can't like level them out. So if you want to build fast, you have to have a high regular sensitivity, and I do not like that. I'd rather have a slow aiming sensitivity without aiming down sight, and then a fast building sensitivity. But I don't know, you don't get that on console, I mean on PC. But that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any tips, please let me know. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm pretty close. I think I'm at like 700. But that's it, guys. I'm out. Peace.